Before you ball, because we'll put you in money jingle jangles and screams.
Buffy Biracial.
Hey, we're here. I know everybody's like, y'all are late. So we're going to let our audience build. I am so surprised that I was able to get both of my moms at the last minute to agree to come on my live.
Hello.
And, we're going to let the audience build. We have a few people already. About 21 people have joined already, but we're going to let it continue to build. You guys are going to be able to ask my moms, both of them, anything you want to ask them. Is Buffy a pain in the behind? They're going to say yes. Is David a brat? Yes. Did David kill Bessie? I'm sure everyone wants to ask both moms. The saga continues. So moms, if you look in the right corner, click on comments, you'll see all the comments coming in from the viewers. Feedback echoing. So moms, let me see what I can do too. Hold on, y'all. So let me see if there's something I can do about the echoing. Did that fix it? Is the echoing gone?
The echoing's gone. I don't see comments, but that's okay.
Okay. Well, they're on the, if you look on the right hand corner, click on the comments in the far right. And I'm going to bring some of them in. Guys, work with us. I'm excited that they both got on here and figured this out. We're going to figure out the echoing. I just switched something. Let me switch something else, y'all. We're live, honey. We live. That's what happens when you're doing live. Let's see.
And we don't like technology.
We don't like it.
No, we don't care for technology at all.
No, we're too old. I am.
Yes. Yes.
Neither one of y'all are too old. I feel like that fixed it. Whatever I just did. Nah, still back. Whatever, doesn't matter. We're going to deal with it.
Well,
okay, good.
The only thing I would say is you better repeat any comments you want us to respond to, because I don't see any comments.
Right.
Neither one of y'all listening to the instructions. If you look in your right hand corner of the screen under broadcast, do y'all see comments?
Carrie, I don't see. I'm with Carrie.
There's a little link. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. Yeah. We're just not getting them. That's all.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put some on the screen. Do you see them now?
Yeah. Hi, Buffy.
I see.
Yeah, I see some now.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you make the moms larger on the screen? They want y'all, not me. Is this better?
Oh no.
We're larger now.
They wanted y'all larger. Lord have mercy. The moms are here. They're saying they don't hear the echo, so we're fine. Okay, so I'm going to start with Carrie, Sue, Purcell, Mom. Tell everybody about Catherine's baby shower and how you first heard of me.
Oh, so Catherine, another daughter-in-law, had gotten married about, a year or so previous, and she was pregnant. So somebody had a baby shower. And of course, I drove down with my sisters-in-law. We came to the baby shower, and Buffy was there because Buffy wasn't there. No, Buffy wasn't in the picture yet, but she was in the picture. And somebody made the comment that Dave, and we, of course, were worried about Dave because, there just didn't seem to be a female presence in his life at the moment. And there may have been, we just didn't know about it. So someone made the comment that Dave was dating somebody. And I said, oh, well, that's great. Tell me about her. I'd like to hear more about her. And they kind of looked at each other. And some of them were thinking to themselves, maybe we shouldn't have told Dave's mom that Dave's dating somebody. And somebody finally said, well, she's a lot younger than he is. That was their comment.
And then when you met me, you were like, "Oh, and Buffy's black," and they didn't tell me that.
She's a lot younger, and she's black, and she's very beautiful.
Now, David decided not to tell his parents about my race either. He didn't seem to think that was applicable or important.
Well, it in some ways it isn't.
That's true, but he should have told y'all. Because I surely told Mommy. So, Mommy, what was your first experience meeting Dave?
Well, actually, I'm gonna give your dad's experience because you guys invited us over to dinner, and when we got to the neighborhood, it was kind of sketchy.
Dave's neighborhood, not mine.
Yeah,
Dave's neighborhood.
Kind of sketchy. Dave's neighborhood was kind of sketchy.
Grant Park,
when we got to the door, the first thing her dad said was, "Dang, Dave, you live in the hood." So from there on, they've been best friends ever since then. That broke the ice. We're good.
Yeah, good old Grant Park. You know, there'll be a golf course across the street and a crack house across the other street.
So was that
Yeah.
Grant Park, or was that like 3rd Avenue or whatever?
It was actually, you know what? It wasn't Grant Park. It was 3rd Avenue. You're right. It was 3rd Avenue house.
3rd Avenue.
So there was a crack house
Avenue.
across the
That's
street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
there
was
was
it was a little sketchy.
He made a lot of money when he sold that house, though.
Yeah.
He actually did quite well when he sold that house. So a lot of people want to know about your impressions of my season on Married to Medicine and how you all endured that along with us. I'm going to let Mama Linda go first. Both of you watched as much of it as you could.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a diehard Married to Medicine fan, or at least I'll say I was. But you know, that was very hard for me that season. It really was, watching my child go through, you know, all those ups and downs and highs and lows, and you know, people cutting her here and cutting her there, and all the comments or whatever. That was difficult for me. I mean, it was fun, but you know, those shows can get very, very deep, and I really wanted to just kind of climb through the screen and cut a few people, but you know, that's
Right.
just it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, but hey, yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you did it. We enjoyed it. We're very proud of you and Dave. Dave gets many props. Dave did it. He did that. So
He did really well. I was very proud of him.
Yeah. But like I said, you know, I kind of want to climb through the screen a couple of times and cut a few people, but you know, that's just me.
Mama Carrie, you had never even seen or heard of the show before.
I didn't know anything about reality TV. And so probably my first reaction was, oh my gosh, Buffy's too smart for this stuff.
That is what you said. Why would you do this?
Yeah.
So how did you guys feel the episode where Dr. You know who, the older doctor, decided to reveal our challenges with fertility?
Did you know?
I think I just told you. I wanted to cut somebody, so I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to go to jail or anything like that. But that was mine.
Yeah, and I wanted to know, did you know that was going to happen?
No, I didn't. Not at all. I think a lot of people think all that stuff is planned. It's not. She just said it, and I was shocked, and I was enraged.
I could tell. Yeah, I could tell by the look on your face that you were in total disbelief and total shock. As were we, you know, screaming at the TV. Yeah, we were screaming at the TV. So yeah.
Yeah, and I had to think to myself, I was like, if I react in this moment, then I take the attention off what it is that she did. So I'm going to have to just compose myself and my own emotions and my own personal feelings and just be the debutante my mom raised me to be and just, make it through. Because if I had like argued with her or fussed at her, then it would have been about my reaction and my ruining her event. But yeah, I no, I didn't know at all. I didn't. A lot of people thought it was like staged, but it wasn't. She later claimed that it was because she was trying to relate to each woman, and and I guess she thought that was the only thing she could relate to me on, which is crazy, but whatever. What did you think about Dave's dance moves, Mom, when we were dancing? Mom Carrie.
I was impressed that he was trying.
True. Did he get his
definitely has white boy rhythm, though.
He does have white boy rhythm.
Well, now to be fair, Aiden has been giving him a lot. His nephew Aiden has been giving him a lot of dance moves and trying to help him out with that. So I think he's gotten really good.
He's gotten a lot better. Yeah, the dance moves around the house. I mean, he's getting it on there.
Yeah. So yeah, he's trying. So Mom Linda, tell me about a bratty moment from when I was a child, and then I'm gonna have Mom Carrie tell a bratty moment from Dave when he was a little kid.
Oh wow, there've been so many. Let me
Mother.
Well, I guess it'll have to be about your hair. I always wanted to do your hair in like little ponytails with a lot of, no, not with a lot of ornaments or barrettes or other little stuff, but you always had to do the most, I always had to have little braids with barrettes and ponytails and all this other kind of stuff. And, and you just have a fit if you didn't get your hair done the way you wanted it done. And I'm like, I don't have time for this every day, He's doing this stuff. So yeah, you've always been that way since birth, I think, really.
Extra.
Yes. That would be the word with the capital E, extra. Yes.
Mama Carrie, David's bratty moment, favorite bratty.
Well, I'm trying to think. I mean, David wasn't really real bratty. I hate to say this.
Didn't he burn down the shed?
Oh, well, that stuff. Yeah. I mean, he started a fire in the backyard. I mean, yeah, he did a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Yeah, they did get into their share of trouble. There was the incident where I'm not sure exactly who did this, but they were all in on it when they got in what we called sort of the bonus room upstairs that wasn't finished, and they went through the ceiling into the garage, and yeah, they made a lot of messes.
I remember there was one story where Dave said that Matt was on the golf cart, I think at your dad's.
Oh, well, the golf cart went
with the nanny who spoke in tongues.
Grandpa was not happy. Dave drove that golf cart right into the lake.
Into the lake. Oh, and wow. it's the they had a nanny who spoke in tongues. They thought she was speaking in tongues. She was speaking French.
Oh, they were not Isabel. They were not nice to Isabel. It was the summer that I was finishing a master's degree, and I just thought if I can get it all in, and I won't have to do anything in the fall. And so we got an au pair from France. Mm-hmm. And she obviously had never dealt with boys either. She did not like them at all. And then I remember one trip driving up to Ohio with another friend who has two sweet little girls. She didn't have any children at that time, but she rode up with me because her parents lived there. And of course, the boys particularly liked being in the back and trying to out-fart each other. She looked over at me and she said, "Have you had them checked for worms?" I said, "No, this is a boy too."
It's just what boys do.
Wow, that's cute.
That's funny. Yeah, Dave said he was bad, and like he denies pushing John down the stairs in a cardboard box, or
Oh, well, yeah.
yeah, and throwing him in the washing machine. And
Well, I think he did that on his. If Dave threw him in, I never heard that. I heard that he did. I heard that John did that on his own.
poor John. Poor
Wow.
John. Poor John. Poor John. They're saying the audio's acting up. Okay, well, we're gonna just do a couple other things because we've been on for about 20 minutes or so since we're having audio difficulties.
This is fun. I loved it.
Right? I told you we'll
Yeah.
figure out the audio next time. But so just a couple serious topics.
Can I just say real quick about how many cars? You know, you're an awful driver. Let me just say that. And you've gone through three cars that I bought you. Three, not one, not two, but three, because you cannot drive.
The shade. But no, so let's talk about that. I only purchased one car in my entire life. One car. So like mom gave me I was happy to take hand-me-down cars. Courtney was the bougie one who wanted a new car. Everybody thinks I'm bougie like that. I've always been frugal. I was like, I'll take a hand-me-down car any day. And I've only bought one car, and then I gave that car to Aiden. And now, he's driving it. And so Bessie was my hand-me-down car from David. And then she died recently under, weird circumstances. I just feel like David killed her.
He did not. Everything has a shelf life.
Whatever.
But he was the last person to see her alive, right?
Yes. Yes, Dave killed my baby. And he's so excited because the new car that he built for me is being delivered next Saturday. And I just don't know how I'm going to feel about it.
So you're gonna
I don't know.
I just hope you don't wreck it.
Mother. Carrie, get her. Why is she so...
I'm sorry. You can't drive. You really can't.
Well, he got me a car that's self-driving. So that probably will resolve the matter.
Good.
Do y'all notice that Dave's mother is the one saying he was the last one seen with Bessie? So the saga continues.
I thought it was done. I thought it was for sure that David had done it.
He did. He keeps denying it, though.
I don't think he did. I just think it was natural causes. I really do.
Mom Carrie. Dave can do no wrong with Mom Linda.
True. That's
like he
true.
could throw something at me and she'd say it just slipped out his hand.
Or you deserved it.
Yeah, or I deserve it, Mom. Yeah. You see what I have to deal with? He's like the best thing in the world to her. Anyway, so you guys, so some people have asked some questions since y'all can't see comments. They're asking about interracial marriage and how that's played out in our family. And so, have you guys had to deal with anything having us as, your kids that are married? I mean, I obviously could go on for centuries about all the things that we deal with, but.
Well, I mean, as far as family members are concerned or whatever, everybody loves Dave. They just, he just fits in, he blends in, he comes down, he's very helpful to everybody. So everybody loves Dave. The only thing that I don't like is like when I'm with you guys sometime in the store or at a restaurant or something like that, people make a distinction there. And I can remember one day we were in public shopping and the lady asked, was going to be 2 checks. And I'm like, why is she asking that? I mean, Dave is putting the food on the conveyor belt, and then she's asking, is there going to be 2 checks? So I guess she meant was Buffy and I going to pay for certain foods and then Dave was going to pay for other foods. I was offended. but I guess you guys were used to that kind of thing or whatever. But I just kind of held my tongue because I can go when I want to. So I just shut my mouth basically.
I,
But no, we love Dave. Dave, we love Dave. We love Dave. So no problem here. No problem here.
and we love Buffy too. But I can think of
Hmm.
I can think of a situation when she came up to visit us, and the nieces were very little, and Buffy was with them in town, and somebody came up to her. The town was full of, I think it was Christmas time, maybe.
Yes, it was Christmas.
Yeah, and they came up and asked Buffy if she was their nanny. Buffy said, "I'm their auntie." And then on the other direction, I had a lady recommended to me to cut my hair, and I hadn't had my hair cut for a while. But about 3 weeks ago, I went to a new hairdresser. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at her pictures hanging around the mirror, and I said, "Is your family biracial?" And she was really quiet up until then, and she said, and then it opened up the floodwaters, and she was telling me all about her family, and she's about the same age probably as Dave is, from what I can figure out. But her boys, I mean, they're the best football players on the team. And I realized Dick had been watching her kids play football because he doesn't miss a game. And as soon as I asked her that question and told her that we had a biracial family too, and she just told me everything. She told me what it was like to be in high school and have him be the love of her life, and how horrible it was. Her parents wouldn't have anything to do with it, but now how the family has taken him in and they love him to death. So, that opened a door so that I have a hairdresser I'm going to go back to.
You're good, and your hair looks lovely. I have been so blessed with Carrie, and obviously with my mom. I've never had any of those issues with my in-law parents. Never. I think if anything, dealing with just Buffy in general, let alone me being Black, is a lot.
Okay, so your dad is photobombing. Here he is.
Hey, Dad.
He's stepping in. He's going to work.
Bye.
Hi, Dad. Have a good day.
Hey, Mom, how you doing?
You know what? When Dick and I got married, you talked about being a debutante. So when we got married, I'm sure that his mother would have preferred that I had been a debutante instead of a girl from a small farm in Ohio. But I don't know how she would have dealt with the Black debutante.
Yeah,
I don't know how that would have been.
That might have been an interesting dynamic. I will tell you, Grandma who carries through her doors was a little. She was like, "Buffy, why couldn't you find a Black doctor?" She did say that.
Well, it's yet another generation, and
that's true.
Absolutely.
She was like,
totally.
She said, "You're gonna have a hard life."
Yeah, but she adores Dave. She actually adores Dave. She really does.
Oh,
she adores
Carrie, did I ever
Dave.
tell you
and
what?
She listens to him. She listens to him. We try to get her to eat or drink her Ensure or whatever. She won't listen to us, but she'll listen to Dave. And I'm like, Mom. So, yeah, but it's all good.
She and I'll share this story. I don't know if I ever told you, Carrie. We went down to visit Grammy, and Dave had heard somebody was talking, and she said she had fallen in the shower, and Dave disappeared with Dad and one of my cousins, my cousin Danny, and they came back 2 hours later with the truck and a whole bunch of the cousins, and they took the whole weekend and they ripped out her shower, put in a new shower with the shower seat and the rails. Then he was like getting in the ceiling, looking at the electrical. He widened the doors for her. Like, he's just such and ever since then, that's her boyfriend, Grandma. Yeah, he was like, no, can't have that.
Absolutely.
Well, y'all, I've had fun with my moms today. This was just a quick little impromptu. We'll do something another time more structured and maybe have David be a part of it, which will be fun. But see, it's easy. Technology isn't that difficult, moms.
No, it wasn't bad. Not bad at all.
I love your sweater, Mom.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
It's cute. It's cute.
She outgrew it and she gave it to me.
It's cute. Well, I love you both. I'm gonna let y'all get to your fabulous days.
All right. We love you, and we love all your people.
Love
that
you
watch us.
too.
Thank
Yep, love you
you.
guys. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Please crawl before you ball, and then take a little bit of the money and save it. And then do something ball. Because wealth whispers and money jingle jangles and screams.
Biracial.